Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm excited to be back with you guys on this Tuesday morning. Y'all, we have a lot to unpack because it's looking like NeNe Leakes and her career is kind of spiraling out of control. She is reportedly being dropped by her entire team. And when I say her entire team, I mean her PR team, her lawyers, her talent manager, her talent agency. Yeah, it's a hot ass mess and we got to get into it. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and let's get straight into the video. All right, y'all, so let's dive right into the mess. This news is exclusively coming from lovebscott.com. Their headline reads, NeNe Leakes dropped by entire team, which includes ICM, Untitled Entertainment, Fox Rothschild, and Jones Works PR. She is claiming a conspiracy against her. And so you guys, when I read that, I was shocked. I was just like, what the hell is going on with NeNe Leakes and her career? And why is her entire team dropping her? And so just to give you guys a quick, timeline of everything that's been happening with NeNe ever since this past summer, she quit Real Housewives of Atlanta because they demoted her and only offered her 6 episodes. She soon after started going on social media, calling Andy a racist. She called the network a racist, and she wanted all 4 million of her Instagram fans to sign a petition to boycott Bravo. And then you guys, just a couple of days ago, she went on to Twitter again and said that people at Bravo, including Portia, are being paid to stay silent about the mistreatment that's happening behind the scenes. And now, today, her team is dropping her. And so going back to the article of Love B. Scott, he says NeNe Leakes took to Twitter on Monday morning, which was yesterday, with more allegations of mistreatment, but this time not by Bravo. In a series of tweets, NeNe pointed the finger at her former manager, Steven Grossman, and her former attorney, Daryl Miller of Fox Rothschild. I'll go ahead and put the tweets up on the screen. NeNe Leakes said, "You can't turn on your teammate and get away with this." At Steven Grossman, hashtag Daryl Miller, hashtag Fox Rothschild. Suppression, retaliation, discrimination, unequal pay, devaluation against Black women is real. It's painful and it hurts. I will fight for all women's rights. And then in a second tweet, she goes on to say, "Sorry about my typos. I don't tweet about the show. I do not watch the show. I don't talk about the show, and I don't talk about the girls." Now, just a little sidebar, that is a complete and utter lie. Like I said a couple of seconds ago, she mentioned Portia being paid to stay silent about the mistreatment going on at Bravo. So it is not true, NeNe, that you don't talk about the girls or talk about the show. If I had to guess, you seem so bitter about the situation and you keep talking about it that it kind of seems like you are tuning in every Sunday night, despite how boring Real Housewives of Atlanta is this season, just to go on Twitter and talk trash about it. But that's just my opinion. Her tweet goes on to say, "My concern is the treatment and abuse behind the scenes that you guys don't see. Please don't make fun of that. It's real, it's painful, and it's happening." All right. And so just to quickly comment on the last line in that tweet that says it's real, it's painful, and it's happening. Well, NeNe, if it's so real, if it's so painful, if it's happening to you in real life, then show the proof, okay? Show the evidence. Show us the receipts. In the words of Mariah Huq, do you want me to show the receipts? Yes, we do, NeNe. We have yet to see receipts of discrimination and racism. Now, I say this in almost every damn episode of House Call that, NBC Universal and Bravo are owned by white people. And so because of that, I'm sure there is some sort of systemic racism going on, right? I mean, this is America. But I have yet to see any direct mistreatment of NeNe Leakes, right? She did a whole Instagram live with Ben Crump, who is a very busy man trying to represent, mothers who have lost their kids to senseless gun violence by the government, aka the police. And you're taking up his precious time to talk about the mistreatment of Bravo, but yet don't want to give any examples. I'm just a little bit confused about the entire situation. Like, girl, show it to us, right? And NeNe, not for nothing, you aren't the only one being fired by Bravo, okay? Did we forget about Vicki Gunvalson? Did we forget about Tamra Judge? Did we forget about the rest of the other white women? But I digress. Nene Leakes went in on a third tweet and said, I have numerous emails, text messages, ROA group texts, voice recordings that go back years. Okay. Nene says she has multiple voice recordings. Now she wants to be like Yavanna with the recordings. If you have numerous emails, text messages, and group text, voice recordings, and whatever in your little iPhone that you don't ever delete nothing from, release them. Okay, you're already on Twitter. You're on Instagram every day talking about you need managers and graphic designers for the Lenithia that's all the way out there in Duluth, opening up a restaurant in the middle of a pandemic. Like, girl, what the hell is going on? If you have all of this evidence and receipts, go ahead and release them. All you have to do is tweet it. Nene goes on to say, I never got rid of anything. Fix your dirty work. Being racist is so yesterday. And then going back to the Love B. Scott article, he says that they can exclusively report that Nene's tweets arrive on the heels of her being dropped by almost her entire team. She's no longer a client of Steven Grossman at Untitled Entertainment. She's no longer repped by ICM, and she has parted ways with lawyer Darrell Miller. All right. Love B. Scott goes on to say, we also hear that Nene is no longer being represented by Jones Works PR. Sources exclusively tell Love B. Scott that Nene has accused Steven, Darrell, and others of conspiring against her and working with Bravo to aid in her mistreatment. She alluded to her conspiracy belief a few days ago. And so this is what Nene said, talking about the conspiracies. She said they pay off and reward lawyers, managers, agents, and even certain cast members to keep their dirty work going. I won't stop speaking out until something is done. I will call names if need be. So now we know Nene was talking about her own lawyer, her own manager, and her own agents who she thinks are now working with Bravo to aid in her mistreatment, right? And so Nene, all I have to say is, if that's the case, show us the receipts, right? Because I hate to go against a black woman who feels like she's being cornered, right? I hate to see that because it kind of reminds me of the Monique situation where everybody's trying to make it seem like the black woman is crazy and that there's something wrong with her. But honestly, it's hard to be on Nene's side when it's all talk and no action. She's been teetering and tottering with Lisa Bloom in this made-up lawsuit, but yet she hasn't filed anything. She has these very big and damaging claims that Bravo, Andy, and NBC Universal are racist, but yet has nothing to back it up. Like I said, she sat up there with Ben Crump and said, they're racist, they're racist, they're racist. There's a bunch of mistreatment going on behind the scenes, and didn't offer up not one example of how she was mistreated. Didn't offer up one. Yes, they offered you 6 episodes because they don't want you on the show anymore. That's called a creative difference. If I'm a writer, director, or producer of a show, I can kick off or kill off or fire any character that I please. Some characters get killed off. And babe, you were on your way to being killed off. It has nothing to do with you being black. Because if that's the case, why is Candy still there? And Portia and Kenya and the other girls? Right? Candy sat up there on The Real and said her experience has not been Nene's experience, which that doesn't invalidate what Nene has gone through. But if it was a black thing, don't you guys think that they would be treating other black people in the same way? Okay? I'm just saying. And yes, they did do Mariah wrong by kicking her off her own show. But I feel like we don't know the full story to that situation. I'm not saying Bravo is perfect, and I'm not saying Bravo isn't racist. What I'm saying is Nene hasn't showed us the receipts. All right. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Moving right along. So just to break everything down, Steven Grossman in Untitled Entertainment was her talent manager. Okay. So she has been dropped by her talent manager. ICM and ICM Partners, I believe, is her agency, her talent agency. Those are the people that book her for specific, acting jobs and hosting jobs and things like that. And then, of course, Darrell Miller is her lawyer. Okay, so all of these, people and companies dropped her from their lineup. The question is why? Okay, that is the main question. Why did these people drop her? Why all of a sudden in 2021 are these people turning on Nene, right? When she's been on the show since 2008. Why now? Why now? It's kind of looking like, Nene is the problem, if you ask me. And like I said, I hate to say this. I don't want to go against the black woman when she's fighting against the white man and the white, companies. But why would your lawyer, your PR people, your talent manager, and your agent all drop you at the same time? That sounds very suspect to me. Nene, it's looking like you're probably being a tyrant behind the scenes, and you might be a little bit impossible to work with. All right, you guys. So now that we have the bad news out of the way, let's talk about how Nene can repair her situation. So first things first, Nene, you have to let Bravo go. You have to let that bitter attitude go. Let that spirit go. Let the hurt go, because you're never going to be able to move on and have a prosperous career if you are continuously going in on Bravo, a network that, don't want you and never gonna want you back. I know that, they probably have done some things that you did not like, but sometimes in life, we're not going to get our way, and we have to move on, bow out gracefully, and move on to bigger and better things. I would advise Miss Nene Leakes to find new representation immediately, okay? Girl, you need a new lawyer, you need a new PR team, you need a new talent agent, you need a new, agency, you need a new everything. You need to work with corporations, companies, and people that are going to have your best interests at heart, okay? And be your cheerleader when you can't be your own cheerleader. And then thirdly, I would say, Nene, you need to get out of your feelings and into your bag. Girl, you need to start pitching some shows to WeTV or OWN, right? We know WeTV would love to have you because they steal everybody from Bravo and or VH1. And then they have Tamar Braxton on there, which in my head, Tamar Braxton and Nene Leakes are one and the same. And so I'm sure WeTV would love to have Nene Leakes on their roster. Pitch a show to them, maybe like a Vanderpump Rules, or maybe something dealing with business or entrepreneurship that's going to showcase your lounge in Duluth, Georgia, which I hope that is successful because, girl, you're opening up an entire restaurant during a pandemic. But I digress. Pitch a show, showing you opening up your restaurant or something, okay? I feel like over the past couple of years, Nene has been very emotional, more emotional than she has been, in my opinion. And it might have something to do with the fact that Greg had cancer, but also some of the drama on Real Housewives of Atlanta could have been, a contributing factor to, her mental health and her emotions. But I really want to see her get better. I really want her to become stronger. And I really want her to, not let us see her sweat. Nene, what's going on? Like, I want the old Nene back, okay? So, girl, get back into your bag. I know you can do this. Forget Daryl Miller, okay? Forget Fox Rothschild, right? Forget ICM Partners and Steven Grossman. You can find other people and you can do bigger and better if you stop worrying about the foolishness and really start focusing on yourself. With that being said, let me know what y'all think about the situation. I know I'm going to have a lot of people in the comments disagreeing with me, and that's okay. We can have civil, very respectful conversations in the comments down below. I'm going to wrap it up right here. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Love you, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye, you guys.